of the most professional you have ever worked with or you come across? Got someone in your mind? Now ask yourself one question. Was he the most senior person in the room, or was he the most talented one, or was he the most qualified? The answer is no. And yet, years later, you still remember that person in your mind. So, why so? What made him stand out when so many other talented people were in the same room? So today I am going to talk about exactly the same. And before you click away, let me tell you something very important. I have seen incredibly skilled professionals get passed over for opportunities again and again. Not because they were not capable, not because they were lack of talent, but because of when an opportunity appeared, nobody thought of them, and they were not simply memorable. And over the years, I have trained more than 1 lakh job professionals across India, and my students are working with Google, Microsoft, Deloitte, and other top-notch organizations. And there is a small group of professionals too I still remember individually even years later, not because of their job title, but because of how they made the room feel. As a TEDx speaker, author of 2 books, ISF certified coach, and corporate trainer, this is something I have studied very closely. What separates people who get remembered, referred, and promoted from others who do excellent work that remains invisible. Today, I will share 5 qualities of the same thing behind this difference. And if you enjoy this practical career insights like this, subscribe this channel right now, because every week I break down the skills that help professionals grow faster and stand out. So let's begin here. First, let's clear up a common misunderstanding. Professional personality is not about being the loudest person in the room. It is not about dominating conversations, and it is definitely not about trying to impress everyone. So professional personality is the consistent impression what you leave behind, and it is how people feel after interacting with you. So think about for a moment, when a meeting ends and you leave the room, what remains? Your personality? Yes, this is that remaining impression. And if you have ever felt overlooked despite doing great work, this might explain part of why. Because success is not only about the performance, it is about your perception. And the good news, unlike natural talent, this is something you can build intentionally. Once you understand what creates a memorable impression, you can start shaping immediately. And that brings us to a very important distinction. Imagine 2 professionals, let's call person A and person B. Both are equally skilled, both deliver quality work, both meet deadlines, both are respected by their teams. But when a new project comes up, person B's name is mentioned first. When leadership needs someone, reliable person B comes in mind. And when promotion discussion happens, person B gets considered earlier. Why so? Because person B is memorable, not dramatically different, not significantly more talented, just more memorable. And that is huge advantage. Many people believe skills alone determine opportunities. Skills are essential, but skills only make you qualified. Personality makes you chosen. And I want you to write this down. Skills make you qualified, personality makes you chosen. Write it down now. People trust those who show up the same way every time, and we have all met professionals who are enthusiastic one day, unavailable the next, engaged in one meeting, disconnected in another, and it is hard to build trust around unpredictability. Memorable professionals create confidence because people know what to expect from them. And they are dependable, they are steady, and their behavior aligns with their values. The real test comes when other things go wrong. A client is upset, a deadline is slipping, a meeting becomes tense, pressure reveals personality, and that professional who remain calm during stressful moment is incredibly valuable. Why? Because calmness creates confidence in everyone around them. When one person stays composed, the entire room feels more stable, and that doesn't mean they never feel stress. It means they don't spread stress. And here is what a calm professional sounds like. Let's take an example. Let's look at a situation very carefully. We may have a problem, but we also have options. Let's focus on the next step. Notice the difference? No panic, no blame, no emotional reaction, and just clarity. So, in today's workplace, emotional stability is competitive advantage, and that leads directly to the next quality. So, what is this? Some people think being intelligent means sounding complicated. It doesn't. The most memorable professionals communicate clearly. They express ideas simply. They get to the point and they make complex things easier so that other person can understand better. And think about the leaders that you admire. And most of them are not difficult to understand. They are easy to understand, and this is what the difference. And here is what clear communication looks like. So let's take an example. Here is a challenge. Here is what we are trying to achieve, and here are two options available to us. Simple, direct, and memorable. So when people consistently understand you, they start trusting your thinking. Clarity creates credibility, and our final quality that lies everything together. So what is the last one? And the fifth quality is an ownership mindset. This mindset is very important in any professional life, and these professions don't wait to be told. Every step they take responsibility, they solve problems, they follow through. Most importantly, they don't look for someone else to blame. When something needs attention, they step forward. And here is what ownership sounds like. So let's take an example. So let's understand with an example. I noticed this issue and I have already explored two possible solutions, and here is what I recommend. Can you hear this difference? And that's someone people remember. That's someone people really trust, and that's someone leaders want to important. I can already guess what some of you are thinking. Dr. Sangeeta, that's 5 things to work on? No, don't try to work on all 5. Pick any one, just one of your choice, and that's enough to begin with, because even mastering 2 or 3 of these qualities make you significantly more memorable than most professionals around you. And there is a simple way to do it. Let me give you a practical framework. Choose any one quality, then identify one daily situation where you can practice it. At the end of each week, reflect on how you did. Then add the next quality. That's it. Simple, sustainable, and effective. I remember a participant from one of my workshops who chose calm under pressure as her single focus. So she didn't try to change everything, she just focused on that one quality. A few weeks later, a stressful client escalation happened, and something interesting occurred here. She stayed composed almost automatically, and after the situation was resolved, her manager specifically thanked her for how she handled the situation, not because she attended a workshop, not because she learned a theory, because she practiced one behavior consistently. Small improvements repeat daily create big professional transformation. Now let me show you how to start today. Right now, choose one out of these 5 qualities. Just one. Don't overthink. Don't create a complicated plan. Simply decide. And that decision alone is the first step. Then watch for one moment today to practice it. Just one moment. That's all. At the end of each day, ask yourself a simple question. How did I show up today? Not what did I achieve? Not how productive was I? How did I show up? Did I demonstrate the quality I chose? And here is another powerful exercise. Observe memorable professionals around you. Not just admire them, study them. Ask yourself, what specifically do you do? How do they speak? How do they respond under the pressure? And how do they make people feel? Success leaves clues, and the more carefully you observe, the faster you will grow. And before we finish, I want to share something very personal. Early in my career, I assumed being memorable meant being impressive. I thought I needed to have all the answers, say smart things, sound knowledgeable, appear confident all the time. But over the years, something changed. I realized the people I personally remembered most were not necessarily the most impressive people. They were the people who made me feel heard, the people who listened, the people who cared, and the people who made me feel important. And that realization changed everything how I showed up. And honestly, I still influences me today. And if you have ever felt overlooked, please remember this. The way people remember you is entirely within your control. You go to decide what impression you leave behind. You get to decide what people feel after interacting with you. So decide today what you want that memory to be. A memorable professional personality is not a gift, it is decision you make. And one interaction at a time. Start with one quality, practice it consistently, and watch how differently people begin to see you. So now tell me in comment which of the 5 qualities do you want to work on the first, and why so? I would genuinely love to know. And if you are serious about becoming the kind of professional people, remember, trust and recommend. Becoming memorable is a long game, and let's play it together, and one video at a time. I will see you in the next video. Thank you. That's all for the day, and subscribe the channel, benefit yourself and benefit others. And this is what we are spreading the message. Thank you. That's all for the day.